do if you saw somebody juggling on the street?
Probably kick his knees in.
What's the most amount of balls ever juggled?
30.
What's the most amount of balls ever juggled?
Most amount of balls ever juggled? 3.
What do you think the world record is for the most amount of balls ever juggled?
What was it, 23?
What's the most amount of balls ever juggled?
I really couldn't tell you, bro.
What's your best guess?
I'd say about maybe 30.
What do you think the world record is for the most amount of balls ever juggled?
I think it is 8. I think it is 8, and I do know a little bit about that.
What do you think the world record is for the most amount of balls ever juggled?
Oh, God, that's a tough one. I don't know, 3, 4, 5?
Well, which one?
5?
Sure, 5? Is that your final answer? You're going with 5?
Yeah.
You're wrong. Do you think making balloon animals is generally something that jugglers do?
I don't know if jugglers do that or not, but I like the balloon time and stuff they do.
What's the first thing you think of when you think of a juggler?
The circus. Or trapeze. Tightrope.
Have you ever seen a juggler before?
Yes, here in Hollywood. A lot of clowns.
Do you think playing with a yo-yo is a form of juggling?
No. Depends on how you play with it.
To the best of your ability, can you show us how to juggle 2 balls? How would you do 4?
You hold 2 on the side, and you throw one up, and you throw the next one down. As soon as this one goes down to this one, you throw the third one up, and you throw the 4th one up until you reach both hands back again. Just do a rotation. Just right here.
Which of the 3 following events do you think would be held at a juggling competition? Dwarf tossing, tree chopping, or speed balloon sculpturing?
Speed balloon. You see that a lot.
Dwarf tossing, tree chopping, or speed balloon sculpturing?
Tree chopping. What was your question?
Dwarf tossing, tree chopping, or speed balloon sculpturing?
Dwarf chopping.
Yes. Well, it's more circus type, you know? I mean, you said juggling. Why not juggle dwarfs if you can do it, you know? You ever heard of cat juggling? They juggle cats.
Dwarf kicking, tree chopping, or speed balloon sculpturing?
Speed balloon sculpturing.
How come?
Because dwarf kicking just sounds like it might piss some people off, and tree chopping seems more like a lumberjack event.
Yeah, I've seen that also because it sounds like a theme, like a circus theme or whatever.
And so you would relate juggling with the circus?
Yeah.
Or speed balloon sculpturing?
They all seem pretty irrelevant to juggling.
Because you can juggle the sculpted balloons.
So you would consider that most likely to be part of a juggling competition then?
Probably. I mean, now, yeah, maybe 10 years ago, probably balloon sculpting, I'd say, but now, probably the dwarf kicking.
If somebody were juggling 7 clubs, now pay attention, this is important. If somebody were juggling 7 clubs, and they made 16 throws, they dropped the 15th throw, but they caught the 16th before the 15th touched the ground. Would that count as 15 or 14 catches?
If there are no snake charms, it is a juggler.
But then the 16th club he caught before the 15th touched the ground.
14 catches.
14 catches. Now explain why
That's
that's
exceptional. As soon as you drop one, it doesn't matter if you catch one after that. You've now stopped your progression, and you go back to 0.
15 or 14 throws.
Well, neither. I thought you said they made 7 throws.
No, 7 clubs. 7 clubs. They look like bowling pins, only they're a lot lighter and nothing at all like bowling pins. And they dropped the 15th throw, but they caught the 16th before the 15th touched the ground. Will that count as 15 or 14 catches?
14.
Can you explain why?
No, I can't.
One more time, 16 throws. dropped the 15th throw but caught the 16th before the 15th touched the ground, does that count as 15 or 14 catches?
14.
Can you explain why?
Well, because he still didn't catch the 15th one regardless. It still hit the ground, so that would still count as, yeah, no more. It's still 15 catches, yeah. So it'd be one less. Because it wouldn't get, you see what I'm saying? It wouldn't count.
And they dropped the 15th, but they caught the 16th before the 15th touched the ground. Will that count as 14 or 15 catches? Would you rather see a person do 7 club back crosses or juggle while eating an apple?
7 what?
Would you rather see somebody juggle 9 balls, throw all 9 up in the air, spin around 5 times, catch them all, and continue juggling them for an additional 100 catches, or see someone juggle 2 balls and an apple and eat the apple at the same time?
Yeah, juggle the apple and eat the apple. I'd rather see that.
How come?
I think it would be a little harder to do.
I think it'd just be interesting to see how they can coordinate, do the eating and then at the same, I think it'd just be harder.
With an apple, and eat the apple.
Okay.
It sounds more interesting. I mean, and I think it's harder.
Would you rather see someone juggle 7 balls and throw them all behind their back for 100 catches, or juggle 2 balls and 1 apple and eat the apple at the same time?
The last one. The apple one.